Everybody, it's Mark Yagi. Welcome to another weekly stock market update. Hope you're doing fantastic. Sorry about the weird visual effects. I'm in a hotel room lobby, and I just want to make sure that I get out this market update because it's a long weekend coming up, and we're in a green market, which means I hope you're making a bunch of money. Let's take a look at the market real quick. It's not going to be a long call today. Let's see if we can figure out a way to zoom this in. Nope, I can't. Anyway, so there you go. That's an unzoomed thing. Anyway, we got 4 green lights, which means we are green, which means you should be in the market. There it is. I got to figure it out. All right, so that's what's going on with the market. We got 4 green lights. It looks really good, but it's also a long in the tooth market. You can see how many days we are in a row, not in a row, but like in the trend, running off the bottom. But we are at new highs on the Dow, and I'm going to show you that in a couple of seconds here. So let me show you that. Let's see, I'm gonna share my screen, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's go to the NASDAQ here and take a look. So the NASDAQ itself is the weakest link, right? And to me, the NASDAQ is under the 50. Now, the way you look at these markets is there confluence of the markets? Well, the NASDAQ is the one that's a little out of sync with the other ones, as I'll show you in a minute. So either the NASDAQ's gonna pull everything down or everything's gonna pull the NASDAQ back up, which is what I think is going to happen. Not that I try to predict, but I'm just saying, with a lot of experience in the market, I've seen these before, and, it's a probabilities game for me. So I don't really have an idea whether the markets go up or down. I try to play the probabilities based on the way my systems are set up and the way I see it. So you're saying the S&P 500 close to an all-time high, not an all-time high, but pretty close, and consolidating in here for about a week and a half. So that's pretty good. It's not breaking out. But look at the Dow. Closed yesterday, I think at an all-time high, or at least hit one. And today kind of is in that same territory. So we're looking at 41,000, 42,000 to be a healthy area for the Dow. And the Dow is a big index. It's a very followed index. So it's probably going to pull the NASDAQ up. I don't know, but it seems like it. And then here's the New York, which is a much broader index. And you can see it's trading right near all-time highs as well. So what's going to happen? I don't know. You got 3 indexes that look strong and one that looks a little less strong. I'm not going to speak. I'm just going to say a little bit less strong. And then we got the OX. So we've got the VIX here, and you can see the VIX is right at a mean, which is it's a mean reversion indicator, and that basically means, look, there's just as many people that love the market as that hate the market right now, which basically means it's probably going to inflationarily go up. So that's the way I look at it. Let's take a look at a few of the ones that most of the people in my mastermind group look at. And we'll start with Apple. Apple is looking strong, at least off the bottom at 196, running up to that 237, wants to do a little breakout. I don't think we have a strong breakout. Contrary to most people, I think we're looking at going maybe to 250. It breaks out that 237 level. But, they do have that iPhone 16 coming up this coming month. And they're saying that's a big upgrade cycle, and it's going to be AI included and a better Siri, and there's a lot of cool stuff. So it's probably going to run up into that event. Whether it continues after that event, I don't know. But the big story this week was NVIDIA. And you can see NVIDIA has basically corrected off of its all-time high at 140.76. It was in a very short-term downtrend in a long-term uptrend. And you know what? It's got to get some new buyers in, because a lot of these sellers were like, you know what? I ran up from 50 to 140. I'm taking my profits. And that's where they're putting some pressure on the stock. So you're seeing the stock right at its 50-day moving average, 119, 120, somewhere in there. And NVIDIA, after this week, if there's not a lot more selling, looks like it's got a probability for making a little bit of a bounce. I think it's a little bit extended. So I don't think you're going to get a huge amount of run in the short term from NVIDIA. But I think NVIDIA is a strong, good quality stock that, people should be accumulating in their portfolio for the long term. And I believe in selling covered calls against it. So we've got that one. Tesla is revealing their new model lineup, and the rumors are that they're going to be putting out a 7-seater or a 6-seater Model Y and maybe an 8-seater Model Y. There's all kinds of weird things coming out. They're putting out robo-taxi, full self-driving. The reviews just keep coming in, and they're incredible. The stock just isn't performing. It's just a weird thing that for 3 years, the stock has really not done anything. While the company has grown, it's become the #1 selling car in the world, the Model Y. And, it's just a strange deal where the stock doesn't do what the rest of the market does. I'll finish up here with Amazon. Amazon to me is looking a bit weak. It's in a short-term downtrend, long-term uptrend, but it's trading around the 50, below the 50-day moving average and above the 200-day moving average. It's fine. It's not getting killed, but it's not lighting any fires. So, Amazon's probably some dead money for the near short term until it gets back up over that 50-day moving average. I would watch out for Amazon. I think Amazon's something got to be careful about. One stock that we talked about, this is a bonus stock, is Kava. And you can see Kava had a nice little breakout from the $98, $99 level. It broke out over the $100, gapped up on strong volume on earnings, and now it's coming back. I suspect that it wants to fill that gap at about 105. And if it does, then this to me looks like one of those retail stocks that like is really quiet, like Starbucks was back in the 90s. And then you turn around, you look at it a couple of years from now, and the stock is just booming. And you just never heard of it. You never saw it going up. And all of a sudden, this is a stock that everybody's trading. This just feels like that kind of a thing. And in this market, like these sleepers, nobody's talking about Kava Group. But, it's something that you may want to take a look at and buy it when maybe I would buy it after it fills that gap here, at the 105 level. I think there's, still a chance for that it comes back and corrects. And, of course, it's stock market, so who knows what's going to happen. Listen, we've got a long 3-day weekend. Happy Labor Day to you. Thanks for joining me as always. And if you like and subscribe to this channel, maybe even make a comment, I'd much appreciate it. That would be great. Help me get the word out to more people. But the bottom line is, I hope you're doing great, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I'll see you on the next weekly stock market update. Take care. Bye.